finances.
Great example. Okay, talk about that.
Finances. I'm all about instant gratification, wanting things and using the American Express to get them. And he is more about, well, let's sit down and see if we really need that and what can we do to get there without using the American Express to get there. Because then I just figure out how I'll deal with it the next month. And he doesn't want to do that. He wants to have the path. So it's a bit of a challenge sometimes.
And so what sort of compromise, what sort of system for success have you guys developed?
We have taken the American Express out, but in place of that, we have budgeted money set aside for those times. So if I do want to get something that might not be necessary, but it's a want, we have another avenue to go to use it instead of creating another bill the next month.
And so when you think about your systems for success, when you think about your compromise, what percentage of your influence do you feel you had in the compromise?
As we worked through it, I believe we were pretty much at a really good 50-50. In the beginning, I didn't feel that way.
Okay, so
I didn't feel that way in the beginning.
And so one of the things that's important is to look at, based on his behavioral style, he's looking at your finances as it stands today. And so what we tend to do is for people who are people-orientated, we go, oh, okay, well, that makes logical sense, and this is someone that I love, and we'll go this route. Absolutely, and you guys came up with an amazing compromise. It's beautiful. One thing to consider is to say, based on my behavioral style and my overly optimistic self, what does it take to bring in more money? So that it's no longer I have to budget, I get to bring in more money for what I want. So that we're basing our decisions on what we want instead of where we are. And so that's where you get to have the influence on his behavioral style. Because again, what you've come up with is fantastic. And as a society, more people need to look at finances within a budget. And yet, for you to allow your whimsy and for you to allow your freedom and your creativity, look at what can I do to bring in more money. And so that 2 millimeter shift really allows you to open up different options. And what a fun conversation for him. So yes, you know what, this is a great compromise, let's do that. Because he thinks differently, what other ideas can we come up with together to create more money for our household? Let's just play the game. Let's just list everything. And remember, in playing, we don't have to do it. We don't have to do any of it. Let's just talk as if there were no holds barred. We could do anything we wanted. 2 millimeter shift, and you're going to see the shift in how he thinks. It's really amazing. Click the link below to see if you're ready to take the next step.